Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the mediation session. I'm your mediator today. And how are you guys?
Well, it's good.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Okay, we'll start by this process by introducing ourselves. As I said, I was a mediator. My name is Emma Chang, and you are Jane, right?
Yeah, I'm Jane Lee.
Yeah. And you are Olivia.
Yeah, I'm Olivia Zhou.
Okay, and now we'll talk a little about the mediation process. The mediation is a process that you could walk through your differences with the help of a third-party mediator, and I am completely neutral. This process is voluntary. You could decide to reach an agreement at the end of the session, or when you reach a point that you feel you could not reach an agreement, you could also end this session as you want. And everything you said in the mediation would be kept confidential. We'll start by joint session, and I'll talk to both. And if I decide it's helpful, I will talk to you separately. And everything you said when I was talking to you separately will also be kept confidential, and I will not disclose to the other party unless you want me to. And if ever this case goes to trial, I will not be called to testify. Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any question you want to ask me right now?
No.
Yes, can you take off your glasses?
Okay, Jane. So as I understand, you are the one who bring this case to the mediation session, right?
Yeah.
So we'll start with you first. Can you tell us a little about what happened between you and Olivia?
Yeah, that's our Saturday morning, and I just held a party last night, so stayed up very late. I was sleeping that time, and she just knocked at my door very, very loudly. I have no choice, and I just opened the door, and I see her staring at me very angrily and start cursing at me. I don't know what even she's talking about.
I don't know what I was talking about?
I don't know how to react, and she suddenly took my guitar and smashed it, Oh, I just feel angry because the guitar is very important to me, and I think I need damages from her.
So you were sleeping the Saturday morning, and Olivia...
Yeah, Saturday morning, is there any human being will get up at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning?
Apparently everyone.
Okay, calm down, everyone. So you were sleeping that morning, and Olivia came knocking at your door, and you had an argument, and she smashed your guitar. So you are here today to seek compensation for your loss of the guitar, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so you are neighbors, and do you have any kind of interaction with Olivia before this incident?
I just came here 1 year ago, and during this year, me and Olivia, we're neighbors. Neighbors will just come along with each other, and she just never say hello to me at hallway, and every time she just seems so pleased with herself. We're not like neighbors, like strangers, and whenever I say hello to her, and she just, I never had any responses. That's really upset about me.
Okay, so did you do anything after the incident occurred?
No, how can I do anything? She's kind of crazy. I was just freaking out, so no.
Okay, Jane, so I'm gonna talk with Olivia. So, Olivia, could you tell us something about your relationship with Jane and what happened on the day of the argument?
Yeah, sure. As she said, she moved in about 1 year ago, and that's when the disaster began. She played the loud music all the time, never stopped. Seriously, I can't remember how many times I was woke by her loud music at night. And you know what? I'm a writer. I have to work at night sometimes. And how can I create anything of actual value when Taylor Swift is cursing his boyfriend?
Oh, what's wrong with Taylor Swift? He's so cute,
Yeah, right, cute.
Okay, calm down, everyone. So, what happened on the day of the argument?
Yeah, I've told her thousands of times before. Stop the music. Don't have so much party. And she never listened. And that night I have another deadline, and it was about I mean like 4 or 5 hours away from the dawn. I have to finish it as soon as possible, and she just kept having the loud music on, having a party there. I was just so angry and frustrated, so I talked to her.
Maybe you just question your ability to be a writer.
And she doesn't even apologize to me.
Okay, so you went very angry because you might be missing the deadline because you cannot work with her
Yes.
party and loud music are going on, and you went talk to her and you had an argument, and then you smashed the guitar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to talk with you separately. Is that okay with you guys?
Okay.
So Jane, I'm gonna talk with you first. So Olivia, could you step out for a minute, please? And
Okay,
when
no
I'm
problem.
done talking with Jane, I'll talk to you. So Jane,
Yeah.
this is called a caucus, and everything here you said would be kept confidential. And at the end of the caucus, I will check with you again, and you could tell me which part of the caucus you do not want me to disclose to Olivia. Is that okay?
Okay.
So, is there anything that you want to share with me right now that you did not share with us at the drawing session?
Yeah, I just mentioned about greeting things. I think Olivia maybe she doesn't respect me, She may think she's a writer, very high-end, elite, writing some smart articles for New Yorker, and I think maybe she think we are all beneath her. I know that I'm nobody, that playing the band that nobody knows, but I don't need a very high-end writer to remind me of this every day.
So you don't think that Olivia respects you because of your job, right?
Yes, maybe she think writer is higher than some band.
Okay. So is it true that you hold parties a lot at night and you play loud music and you received complaints and you never listened?
Well, for party, you're band people, that's our lifestyle. We need to hold parties for social, for to know something about producers so we can release CDs. That's our lifestyles.
Okay.
And about noise, yes, I know something about noise, but I can't do anything about this because it's a party. Can a party without noise?
Okay, so you might not. You can. What I'm hearing is you have to hold a party in the future, right?
Yeah.
So if you need to hold those parties, could you find any other places other than your apartment to hold all the parties, or could you maybe consider to reduce the numbers you hold those parties every week?
I don't know. I've never thought about this. It's very hard for me to change, I just get to use it. Just before I came here, and our band always held party at an apartment. Oh, well, if she insists on this, and she's kind of crazy, and I'm afraid maybe she will do something in the future more horrible, so maybe I can talk to my members. We can change the place or reduce the times, maybe 3 times a month or something.
Okay.
I can only do but I demand her apologies to me. And the guitar that my dad gave me, it's my birthday gift, and I would never tolerate with Olivia's attitude anymore. If she treat me like second-class citizens, I will be sure that she will have a hard time in the future.
Okay. So you'd like to consider maybe reduce the time you hold those parties at your apartment every week, but you insist upon the damages for the guitar, and you want an apology from Olivia, right?
Definitely.
Okay, and I'm gonna talk to Olivia in a second. Could you get her for me?
Okay.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello.
Okay, I just talked to Jane, and she mentioned that she will not. She feels like you do not respect her because you think you are a writer and she plays for a band. Is that true?
That's not true. I never despise her. I just don't. I'm not that kind of enthusiastic person. I'm just comfortable around my friends, but I don't say hello to strangers. I mean, that person I barely know in a hallway. Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything that you want to share with me right now that you didn't share with us in the drawing session?
No. I mean, I feel a little bit sorry for what I did the other night. I guess I was just too angry and frustrated, but yeah, I probably shouldn't smash her guitar.
Okay, I see. So, are you willing to compensate for the damages of her guitar?
Yeah, I will, but I will not tolerate her noise anymore.
Okay.
Either she stops the noise, or I would just talk with other tenants and we'll kick her out.
Okay, and Jane said that she will consider reduce the time that she hold parties, maybe. And will you accept that offer? Maybe will you also consider that?
I can consider that as an option, but no more than one party a week.
Okay, so you will see that as an option.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you don't want me to share with Jane later? Anything from this caucus?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. So I'm just gonna call Jane and we'll have another drawing session. Okay.
Okay.
So Jane, Olivia just talked to me about her thoughts, and I've listened to both of you separately, and I believe that I understand your interest. And after talking with you separately, I feel like that we could actually work something out, work a solution to our problems. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Jane. So Jane, you've agreed to reduce the times you hold parties to once a week, right?
Yes.
And Olivia, you agreed to compensate the damages for Jane's guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we are all settled right now. So, well, thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.